finished making a video on how to make popcorn on the stovetop, and today I'm using this stir-crazy machine I bought from Amazon, of course. So if you don't have a stovetop, say you're in a dorm room, hotel room, or even in your office, you can use this machine to pop fresh popcorn anytime. Just be careful, there's no way to hide the smell of freshly popped popcorn, so you may get visitors. Okay, first things first, let's get this out of the box. This machine is made by West Bend, which is a well-known manufacturer of kitchen appliances. They've been in business since 1911, imagine that. And the Stir Crazy has been around since the mid-1980s. It still looks the same. So here's the machine, and as you can see, it's a really simple looking machine. This is the cover, which also serves as a bowl, and it has holes in the cover to melt butter in. And then there's this lid, so when you're using this as a bowl, it covers the holes. Here's the machine itself. It is very light, and it has a non-stick coating. And then there is this stirring rod, which moves the kernels around so they don't burn. Sort of the way the Whirly Pop works, except you don't have to keep cranking it. This works automatically. The rod unscrews, making it really easy to clean the machine. And one more thing, the cord wraps up underneath, and then the base fits into the bowl so it doesn't take up much room in the cabinet or on the counter. Okay, let's pop some popcorn. These kernels are Orville Redenbacher's white corn kernels. They're supposed to fluff up really nicely. And I'm going to use Orville Redenbacher's butter-flavored oil. And according to the instructions manual, since I'm going to pop a half cup of kernels, I need to use 2 tablespoons of oil. So that's 2 tablespoons. I put 1 tablespoon on one side and the other tablespoon on the other. You do need to use oil in this machine, just like you do with the stovetop method. If you don't want to use oil, then your options are either the microwave or a hot air corn popper. By the way, I did wash out the bowl and wipe the base with a damp cloth before using for the first time, and I suggest you do the same. You never know. So after turning on the machine and measuring out the oil, I wait about a minute for the oil to heat up. And this thing heats up really fast. So a minute or 90 seconds after I turn on the machine and pour the oil, I spread out the kernels. This is a half cup, and if you like your popcorn salted, now is a good time to put the salt in. It will get a chance to coat the kernels with salt as it's popping if you add it now. Also, I think the oil helps the salt stick to the popcorn. Make sure the cover is on. You don't want the popcorn popping all over your kitchen or dorm room or wherever. And very soon you'll see the kernels dancing around as they're popping. What a beautiful sound. Listen until you hear 1 or 2 seconds between pops, and then turn off the machine or unplug it. And before you flip it over, put back what they call the butter lid. And so now the cover becomes a handy bowl. And look at that beautiful popcorn, nice and fluffy and crispy too. Now, in case you're wondering on how to clean this machine, you can unscrew the stirring rod and then just wipe out the heating plate. Don't submerge it in water, obviously. It's an electric machine, so you just wipe it out with a damp cloth and wipe down the stirring rod, and it's ready for the next batch. Actually, if you're doing a couple of batches in a row, you don't need to be so meticulous about cleaning it out. The oil and salt residue is all that's left, and that's fine if a little is left over for the next batch. The stirring rod fits back on like this, with the half moon shape fitting in the middle. You can see there's an indentation where it fits, and then fit the stirring rod back into place, screw it back on, and we're ready for the next batch. Bon appetit, and thanks for watching. Bye.